Hey everybody, it's Benny One, and I'm back at you with another movie review, everyone, and we are going to start the Halloween movie reviews, everybody. I'm going to do them at the same time that I'm going to finish the Friday the 13th movies, because I literally have about 2 weeks to finish both, and then do a ranking video for each franchise. So I've watched 8 of the Friday the 13th movies, and I'm on the 3rd Halloween, but I got to start ramming out the reviews now that I'm back for my little vacation I took to Montana. I went home for like a week, but we're going to do these for the month of October. So, we are starting off with, of course, 1978's Halloween, directed and written by John Carpenter himself, the master of sci-fi and horror movies. Like, the dude is a flat-out genius, because he took what was kind of already established at the point when you were talking about like slasher horror type movies. When this came out, he took like what already was established, and he took those ideas, but he also just changed it and morphed it into the shape, Michael Myers, and he recreated the slasher genre like with this original Halloween movie. He did. And the music in the movie, my God, the music, the Halloween theme is probably easily, I would say, the most iconic horror movie like theme that is out there. I mean, Freddy has a pretty like popular, I would say Freddy's is pretty big, and so is Jason's, but Jason's is more just the it's not really like a song, even though it does have a song in the movies. But yeah, the Halloween theme song, very iconic, very iconic. Everybody knows what that theme song is. So, and you have a great cast. Well, at least I think the cast is great, even though, there's 2 main people that everybody always remembers in this movie. You have Donald Pleasence playing Dr. Loomis. Fantastic. He was a well-established actor by this time. He had been in a James Bond movie before this, like well-established actor. And he plays Dr. Loomis, who is out to try and catch Michael Myers because he was there when he escaped in the beginning of the movie. And then you have a very, very unknown young Jamie Lee Curtis, the Scream Queen herself. And this movie launched her movie career to where it is right now, and she's back with the franchise now. Of course, it's the 3rd time that she's actually come back, because she returned in Halloween H2O 20 years later, and now she's back, and she's going to be in a trilogy, which the second one of that is finally coming out next week, or this Friday actually. But yeah, the movie's fantastic, and the thing that's awesome about this movie is John Carpenter takes the opening act of this movie, and we get to see this one take shot through somebody's perspective. And you don't know who it is, but you literally see them stalk a girl, and then they eventually this person starts stabbing her and everything. And then you come to find out that it's a little boy. So right off the bat, you have this eerie setup with what happened with Michael when he was a little kid. And then throughout the movie after that, when we fast forward years later and he escapes, we follow 2 groups of people basically, and then the Shape, Michael Myers himself. So we get to kind of hang out with Laurie Strode, who is played by Jamie Lee Curtis, and her friends throughout the day when they're at school, they're walking home, and then we get to kind of spend a lot of time with Dr. Loomis through his eyes and how this is all going to go down, because he knows this little town is in doom. Haddonfield is doomed. He knows that Michael's coming, and nothing good is coming out of Michael coming. And we get to see him and the sheriff and interact and everything. And then we get to see Michael, the Shape, stalk people, and we get to see things through his perspective because they're always showing that over the shoulder camera shot of him and him creepily standing in a backyard or whatever. Like, so we get these perspectives from these three different parts and people, and then they all come together in that third final act of the movie, like when he starts murdering them, killing the babysitters and stuff, because that's what they're doing at night, is they're babysitting kids, they're drinking, and they're basically all trying to get laid, well, except for Laurie. So but yeah, and they all converge with each other in the third and final act. Like, Loomis actually doesn't meet Laurie until the very end of the movie, like literally when he saves her. He does not meet her until the very end of this movie. So the movie is fantastic. This is easily my favorite horror franchise, without a doubt, is the Halloween franchise. I love Halloween. I've been watching this horror franchise since I was a kid. Like, I don't know what it is about this franchise. Like, I like the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I love the Friday the 13th movies too. I think they're good. I love the Chucky franchise. I love the Scream franchise. Saw. Like, I love horror movies, but this one has always been my favorite horror franchise. And this one is a great movie. It's one of the best horror movies that has ever been made to date still. John Carpenter, fantastic directing and everything. Everything just worked out with this movie. It flowed well. It was written well. It was acted well. They just did a great job putting this movie together. And it's a long-running franchise now since 1978. And it's still running strong. Like, we're on 12 movies now, and there's going to be a 13th one. So, and the new movies look like they're pretty good. So, yeah, and I love the original Michael Myers in this movie. Fantastic. And the Michael Myers mask is the original Michael Myers mask. That one right there is William Shatner. It's a William Shatner mask from the original Star Trek that they painted white. Like, literally, that's what the mask is. William Shatner's face that they painted white. So, and they just created them, probably, I mean, one of, because there's a bunch of fans of the other franchises too, but he's one of the most iconic horror slasher guys in horror movies. And I think this movie is perfect. I give it a 10 out of 10. That's right. The original Halloween is a perfect movie for me. I watch it every year around Halloween. I try to rewatch all the movies. So, but yeah, 10 out of 10 for 1978's Halloween, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed that review. I thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you on the tube later because I have spoken.